Yes, people, welcome back to the first 11. It's Friday night. It's Fraud Watch. We're going to be talking about football. Every time with this guy, man. Why'd you give him the power? Why did I give him the power? Anyway, thanks, Prime. We're going to be talking about football legends. So it could be a Ryan Giggs, could be a Frank Lampard. See what I mean? You want to call Frank Lampard a fraud? That's fine. You're the Spurs fan. But what I'm saying is, any manager, player, football legend that you want to put on Fraud Watch, get in the chat. Maybe we'll open it up as well, get some calls in about it. But let's start with Winter Surfer because he's got a really interesting one.
Yeah.
Andrew.
So my one is Roberto Carlos.
Okay.
On Fraud Watch.
I'm Fraud Watch, yeah.
Carlos and Fraud Watch. I never hear it.
Yep. Now, it's. I think this guy's legend has been built up unrealistically more and more. I don't think he's an actual left back. I think he's a left winger playing at left back. I no doubt he scored spectacular goals, everything like that. But for me, I wouldn't even pick him in a. He wouldn't even be in my squad as a defender. He wouldn't be in my squad as a defender at left back.
Right.
He may come in the top 5 of all time, but he's not in the top 2 for me. For me, I'm biased. So
you've got a team where you have the top 2 left backs in your side already.
I would have that, yeah. So mine would be obviously Paolo Maldini and my legend Ashley Cole as left back. He's Brazilian, so he's obviously going to be attacking and everything like that. But for him to be above the likes of people, to put him above the likes of Maldini and Ashley Cole as best left back of all time, for me, is ridiculous.
But he offered so much.
Yeah, but I think
it's harsh, Winter Surfer, to be honest. Roberto Carlos. I think it's quite harsh. Roberto Carlos being a...
Hey man, that's what Fraud Watch is about. It's supposed to be harsh.
Yeah. It's very true.
Yeah.
For me though, he listen, I rate him as a player. My thing is that people put him as the best left back of all time, and I just can't have that. You know, like I said, Maldini and Ashley Cole for me are streets ahead of him as a left back, and Roberto Carlos may scored from a corner or scored that the tournoi or whatever it's called, that free kick that just defied reality. But for me, I can't have him. I can. Best place I can place him is the 3rd best left back possibly of all time, but people to actually put him at number 1 for me is a fraud itself. So for me, it's Roberto Carlos I put as a legend, as a fraud. So I know people are going to disagree with that, but
do you know mine's a left back as well. So we'll get.
For someone to be able to score a goal like he did in the World Cup, in the way that he bent the ball around that wall and into the top corner. Yeah, the guy.
That wasn't a World Cup. That wasn't a World Cup.
Anyway,
Le Tournoi, 97.
It was Tournoi. All right, fine. Yeah. Anyway, for him to even be able to possess the ability to be able to do that tells me that this guy is special. In my eyes.
Special talent, yeah.
I don't doubt that.
But Jem,
I don't doubt
that doesn't. Being able to hit a free kick like that, that means he's technically gifted.
On a regular.
It doesn't prove he's the best left back.
Yeah, Russ would be saying Ward-Prowse is the greatest midfielder of all time.
I don't think he's the best left back, but I don't think he's a fraud.
Better than Fred.
No. In terms of being the best left back of all time, yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry, Indian. I forgot one left back. I rate Patrice Evra above him as a left back, so it actually goes down to 4. So
wow.
I think
Patrice Evra was good there.
Yes,
I think Roberto Carlos is just like a Brazilian Nathan Bain.
A Brazilian Leighton Baines.
Prime taking my original. Prime taking my original and gone like to the top.
No, but because they both take set pieces. Obviously, Carlos was better as a left back than Baines, but he wasn't phenomenal as a left back. He's a left winger basically.
Yeah, which was my whole point.
He's like a smaller version of Alonso, isn't he?
Wow, that is too far.
Yeah,
that's like me calling Zidane Fred.
I mean,
can't be doing that.
I mean, they're both frauds in a certain sense. Anyway, but yeah, Roberto Carlos, I agree.
I might even say go down to 5th because I might introduce Vicente Lizarazu. You know what I mean? A French left back.
Are we going to talk about
World
Dennis
Cup winning?
Irwin?
No, we're not going to talk about Dennis Irwin because I'm going to talk about Dennis Irwin.
Is that?
Actually, I'm going to chill. Yeah.
He's great.
No. This is it's very controversial. But listen, before I say this, people, please smash the like button, share the stream if you can, subscribe to the channel. Everybody's links are in the description. Go and follow them and subscribe to them. Please make sure you do that. I appreciate it. You're not going to like this, but I'm going to take Dennis Irwin over Ashley Cole.
I can see that.
The guy.
Listen, Irwin was talented, mate. He was.
Dennis Irwin.
He was versatile, wasn't he?
What is your fraud then?
No. This is. My fraud was going to be people calling Ashley Cole the best left back
in the Premier League. Yeah.
That was my fraud because I think Dennis Irwin was better. Bear in mind, he was a right-footed player who played at left back. The only reason why the only reason why Andrew Cole. What am I talking about? The only reason why Gary Neville played right back
is that him?
Yeah, Dennis Irwin, man, legend. The guy never had below an 8 in a game. Never. He was the most consistent footballer I've ever seen. I swear to God.
He's so consistent.
Nah, I'm telling you, it was better. The free kicks, all the goals, penalties, assists.
I know what you're saying.
Tackles.
I know what you're saying.
If we didn't have Gary Neville, so if we had a decent left back, Dennis Irwin would have been in front of Gary Neville all day long. Then we could be saying Dennis Irwin was the best right back of all time, and we could be saying Ashley Cole's the best left back. I think Dennis Irwin pips him because of the things that he won, the consistency. He was always fit, pretty much, and he was just incredible, man. He never had below an 8, never.
Indiana, you can say the same thing about Ashley Cole.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen.
No, I think he was better. I think Dennis Irwin was better.
But the thing though about this is that, like, if people say, because I didn't live through that Irwin era, but I know he's great anyway, so I won't really have much of an. I'm not going to put up much of a fuss about it. I just don't think he's clear. But like, if someone's going to say Irwin, then fair enough, whatever. I'm not going to argue about it too much.
Do you know what it is with Dennis Irwin? Right, he actually reminds me of a player that Chelsea have in terms of play very versatile across the back. He reminds me of Aspie because Aspie was a very good left back, but also could play right back as well, and he always used to perform 8 out of 10 performances. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, Indiana? It's got that
yeah, but Dennis Irwin won trebles and all that.
Yeah, I know, but in terms of player,
I'm just saying.
Dennis Irwin won a treble.
Yeah.
Not trebles. He won a treble, yeah.
All right, treble. Okay, fine, whatever.
Ashley Cole won a couple of doubles.
He did. He won a lot in his career. He did
win a lot in his career, and like Ashley Cole, like I remember him and Ronaldo. I remember that.
Yeah, and what a game.
So yeah.
And wait,
Ashley Cole has got the better of him.
Has Irwin ever come up against one of the best attackers of all time? And done a number on him. I'm genuinely asking. It's not even making a joke. I'm genuinely asking.
Question?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Who?
No. Do you know what the way Premier League probably wasn't as.
The way Ronaldo and Cole was like a constant battle whenever they played.
But it was very different. Like it was different. You could you properly tackle. You get properly. This is what I'm saying. Consistency. You'd be carrying knocks throughout the season. I'm talking about high tackles, studs up, those types of things. That's why I pick him above Ashley Cole because he was always ready to go.
I think Ashley Cole's the same. I can't remember him having any extended injury at all. He's very consistent. You know what I mean?
I don't think there's much in it. I don't think there's much in it. I would just take Dennis Irwin because of what he achieved, because he never ever dipped in a game, like never missing. Like he would win games for Man United. He would win games for them. pivotal in the way we played, and when I'm talking like I mean like millimeters. There's not that much in it, but that's just my opinion on it. Listen, people, smash the like, share the stream, subscribe to the channel, go and follow everybody's in the description.
But is he above Roberto Carlos though?
Yes.
Was Irwin world class? Like, was he the best left back in the world when he played?
No,
I think he was underrated, right, Rindy?
he was underrated.
He was very underrated. I think he was very underrated. Do you know what? If he was English, he would be regarded probably as England's best left back.
He is English.
No, he's Irish.
No, he's Irish, mate.
Republic of Ireland.
He's Irish. Yeah.
Prime's not Irish today.
You know what? He wasn't a fancy player. That's what it was. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
he was a gritty player, wasn't he? He just did the work.
Yeah.
He was he was that good. You didn't notice him in a game.
You know what? I always remember when Zola skinned him. He done it when he slid.
Zola was magic. Zola was magic.
Remember, and bang right in front of
Zola's a fraud, man. What's he going to Chelsea for? He was too good.
I'm not using that thing of Zola was magic, but yeah, he still.
He was
magic, man.
Zola was something else.
I can't lie.
He was
I can't lie.
Jem, what's yours?
Edgar Davids.
Good one.
And the reason I say this is, right, this guy finished his career for Barnet, which is down the road from me. Right, how can you be recognised as a legend? How can you go from winning the World Cup in 1995, and winning the Champions League with Ajax, to then in your career with Barnet?
Yes, it's true.
I mean, that in itself is fraud alone, isn't it? Let's be serious. Like,
yeah.
Zinedine Zidane, right? With everything he did, and then coming
Billericay
and playing for Dijon or something stupid like that. I don't know. I mean,
going to Billericay.
Or Bristol Rovers from when Charlie watches this.
Do you know what I mean? Like, look, you know what it was with Edgar Davids? I never really got the fascination of him as a footballer. I know he worked hard. I know it was his style with the glasses, running around. He was a hard worker. He was all right on the ball, but I never really got the whole fascination with him. I used to watch him, and I used to be like, yeah, he's good, but why is he a legend? Yes, he won trophies at Milan. He went Barcelona. He played for Juventus. He won most of his trophies under Ajax in his early ages of his career. He won the Champions League there as well. He done a lot of his stuff earlier in his career than he did his later, if I'm right.
Yeah, he tailed off.
Yeah, and then he sort of tailed off, but then he was always recognised in the football industry as a legend of football. But then he finishes it at Barnet. Like,
do you know what he is? Do you know what he is? He's like the Ozil. He dropped off like Ozil.
Yeah, well, you forgot he had that outstanding stint at Spurs.
My question is this to you: when you think of top legends in centre midfield, like central positions, played in his position, would he be the first person that comes to your head, Winter Surfer?
No, Jem, the first time I thought about Edgar Davids was when you just mentioned him about 2 minutes ago. That's the last time. Before that, I don't remember the last time I thought about Edgar Davids. You're absolutely right. Edgar Davids, if anyone's billing him as a legend, listen, it's your opinion, that's fine, but I don't know what you're smoking. So
he's in the top 50 legends of all time. He's actually in the top 50 legends of all time, Edgar Davids. And I said, Indiana, I just said to Winter Surfer, right? You think of his position, yeah?
Yeah.
Would he ever come to your mind as one of the legends of football? Ever? Think about it.
No.
Exactly.
Not even a midfield legend. Not even a midfield legend.
No.
Why is he in the top?
No, I'm not putting him in it.
Was Davids, again, the only thing I know about Davids, or remember about him, is that he was on the cover of FIFA. So, what was he? Was he just like a flicks and tricks merchant?
No,
he was a bit of. He was like Fred. That's the best example I give you. Like putting in a tackle.
Way more talented than Fred. Way more talented.
Yeah, he was.
How did he make the cover of FIFA?
If Fred could get Donny van der Beek pregnant, they'd have Edgar Davids. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what.
You know what got to me the most? When you said it to me earlier, and I was looking, I was like, it came to my head, and I was looking through the top 50 legends of all time, and then I thought to myself, he's in there with all these other great names, but he finished his career at Barnet. What the fuck?
Yeah, Cav's just put it in here. Look, top legends. When you think of names like Scholes, Pirlo, Xavi, Iniesta,
Yeah, not even close.
Modric.
You could put Gattuso in there.
Gerrard. Oh, Gattuso was though. Gattuso was.
Exactly.
Gattuso was underrated, man. He was underrated.
As a Dutch player, he's a Dutch player, yeah. As a Dutch player, you think of him as a legend for Holland.
No. I struggle. I think he wouldn't make. I might be stretched. I don't think he'd make the top 15.
Big up the bear, man.
I might not even top 20 for Dutch players.
Big up the bear.
Think he'd make.
That's a bear paw, right? That's a bear paw.
Again.
In midfield, especially, man, you got Ronald de Boer. So
the only reason why I know about it is I think was it 05 or 04 he was on the cover of FIFA.
Yeah, I think that was the marketing thing because of his glasses. I mean, that's what made him.
No, because he came to the Premier League.
He played for.
He played for Barcelona in 03 or 04, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he came to the Prem, right?
Yeah, I think 05 he came. Yeah.
You know when he signed for Palace, yeah, he had an agreement with them. This is how fucking
Did
stupid.
he play for Palace?
It was he played for Palace, but he played 30 or 40 games for him, yeah. But he had an agreement where it was pay to play, so he would only get paid when he was on the pitch and playing for him. Like, what the hell is that?
Marketing. That's what that is. Marketing.
You're right.
That's like Gareth Bale going back to Spurs. Marketing.
Yeah.
But to finish your career at Barnet, I remember actually scrolling through when you go on like Sky Bet and you this is ages ago, and you're trying to put bets on, yeah, and you see one their teams won up, and I was on Barnet, funny enough, and I must have had them as a bet, and when I looked, it said E. Davids, and I was like, clicked on it, it's actually running around in a Barnet shirt.
That's mad. I didn't even know he went to Barnet.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Yeah, he went to Barnet. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Can we say fraud?
Yeah, we can 100% say fraud on that one.
Honestly, until you mentioned him, I hadn't thought of Edgar Davids for years.
Nah,
I hadn't. So, Jam, can you confirm it?
Edgar Davids is a fraud.
Love it.
Fraud.
Prime. Have you thought of your fraud yet? Don't say Fergie. It's always Fergie.
No, it's not. Again, I respect Fergie. I could say quite a few.
Do
you know what we should have done? We should have done Prime, Andrew, Prime, Jem, Prime, me, Prime. And we've been all right.
But
so I could do quite a few.
This.
That's true.
And maybe it's because of the fact of I've already said a lot of my frauds because people know Wenger, Giggs, Gerrard, Messi. Is Neymar a legend? I don't know.
Which one are you going to pick? Actually, really quick. Why Messi first? Because people love Messi.
Don't do this.
No, again, I just don't think he's who your GOAT is or who your greatest player of all time is subjective, and that's fine. And if you say Messi, then fine, because that is subjective. But to say Messi is clear with everyone, I think that's not true. That's why I think that statement is fraudulent.
I mean, I think he's up there, but I don't think he's the best ever player I've ever seen. For me, it's Maradona. For me personally, I think I'll put Maradona there.
Ronaldinho for me, always will be.
Ronaldinho was beautiful, but I'm talking about you look at what Maradona done in his career. You know what I mean? And taking a team like Napoli, who were dead. You know what I mean? And winning titles with them.
You could say the same for George Best with Man United.
George Best has got to be up there. Top quality player.
When you think the pitches had puddles in them, and used to just dribble around people still half cut. Do you know what I mean?
Indiana.
He was like out on the sauce, waking up with a stranger, putting his boxer shorts on and his boots at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
I watched the game, of Maradona, and we know we thought Messi used to get kicked the shit out of, Maradona used to get it on a daily basis, like every 2 minutes. The guy used to be getting kicked up in the air every 2 seconds. Like the games back then were something else.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
We bought you
Okay,
enough time to
Prime.
think of your fraud, Brian.
Why Ryan Giggs?
It's
As
not
a player,
even.
as a man, yeah.
Oh, so you want to go through a few of my frauds then?
No,
All right,
just
that's fine.
yeah, let's
All right,
do that
Giggs,
because
all
otherwise
right,
we'll be here
Giggs.
forever.
When people talk about who that left hand side in terms of the best in Premier League history,
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree. Giggs can, if you look at his career, because he played for so long, it all averages out anyway. So that's why people say he has a great Premier League
What
career.
are you
However,
talking about?
however, when you look at individually, I think he had phenomenal seasons, and he had seasons where he wasn't as great. However, again, because it all averages itself out, that's why, you know. But again, that's not even me as a disrespect. That's just saying that I don't think he is clear in there. But whatever. Who else? Wenger.
Well, no, wait. What? No, hang on a minute. That doesn't make him a fraud. That just means he's not clear.
No. But yeah, but again, what was my statement? I'm not talking necessarily about him. Just the people who say it. It's my same thing with Messi. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but he is clear of some players.
Anyway, who do you
I don't think he is, but okay. Anyway,
who do you think? Who do you think is not? Who do you think as a player is not good enough? Like a legend? Like
the people say he's a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you disagree with.
Gerrard, I think he's just a tier below.
Okay. Why?
I think Wenger is a tier or two below in terms of management. I think. I don't.
Do you like football?
Zidane, the manager, I don't rate. But it's hard to go against Zidane with the Champions League.
Do you know what? I thought for a minute there, you were going to say Zidane the player.
No, I didn't.
I was going to jump at the screen.
Yeah,
I was literally going to jump at the screen.
No, it's because then he said then the manager.
Yeah.
Conte, I think we all know Conte is a fraud in Europe anyway. Who else?
Yep.
There's Diego Simeone. I love the guy, but his record is suspect.
Yep.
Poch, we all know is a fraud.
What are you doing? Just reading out everyone's careers and weaknesses.
What about Pep?
Yeah, what about Pep? Yeah.
He needs to win another Champions League.
Basically, everyone's a fraud. Yeah, he's just rang out.
Unless they're perfect.
Okay, I'll go. Yeah, I'll. Actually, I say
this is prime.
This is prime. I'll go Wenger.
Wenger.
Okay,
yeah.
But firstly, this is prime.
That's an easy one.
Top players are frauds, but Kepa needs time. That's all I'm saying.
No.
That's
not true.
Come on, that's what you said, man.
That's not what I said, but okay. Yeah, Wenger. I think even domestically, he fell off incredibly, and Arsenal fans can say, well, they're bored and lack of investment and whatever, but he went from a potential great manager to just an average one, or someone who is, I guess, 2 tiers below that echelon.
It was tough to watch.
Level. Yeah.
It wasn't.
However, I think
no, it was tough to watch him.
But here's the thing: people need to what he did at Arsenal near the end, consistently getting them top 4 with the squads he had. When you really look at it, it is a great achievement, because if that was not to the likes of the way Fergie won the league with his last United squad, but if say I don't know, the way everyone loves Poch, if Poch got this United team top 4, people would be loving and praising that. It's kind of similar to what Wenger was doing consistently with those bad Arsenal squads. But it's a thing of, I respect those achievements in that small bracket, but I can't compare it to United's treble, Jose's treble, or what Pep has done and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even their invincible season, which
one of Jose's trebles?
Double.
Well, I mean, Fergie's never won a Jose treble, so it is what it is. But anyway, even when you look at the Invincible season,
I'm back. I don't know what's going on here.
even when you look at the Invincible season, I don't rate it highly in terms of Premier League wins, because for me, in Premier League, when I look at Premier League winning teams, you have to, one, retain your title, and two,
Yep.
one, retain your title, and or two, win multiple trophies in a single season. So Chelsea winning a double, City winning the domestic quadruple, United winning a treble. Those are great feats, as well as their teams also retain their title the following season. Is why I don't rate Arsenal's Invincibles that highly, or Liverpool last season that highly.
The Invisibles.
Leicester is an anomaly
You did
because
something that no one's beaten
they
to
weren't
this day.
expected.
Remember that?
Which is what?
It's unbeaten run.
Again,
But then he
unbeaten run
lost
is
all
fraudulent.
credibility when they gave themselves a little gold trophy, man. I'm not,
No, not even
I'm not
that.
having that.
No, I
run
agree
is-
with that.
that unbeaten run is fraudulent as well.
Yeah, play for draws.
Yeah, 12 draws.
And considering
12 draws.
that season in all competitions, they lost more games than Man United did.
Anyway, I get it. I hear it. He completely died off, and I get why Prime would call
I
him
agree
out.
with this.
He done a lot of his great work in his earlier stages at Arsenal, I would say. He had better
When he
squad.
brought in players like Anelka, Jem.
Well, he had Pires, he had Lundberg, he had Overmars,
Vieira.
Vieira.
But my thing is, it's not even necessarily at Wenger, because I do respect him, but it's more so at Arsenal fans. They still think they're a great big club.
They'd kill for him now. They'd kill to be finishing top 4 every season.
Like they wanted him gone because they thought they could go on to bigger and better things. And people said, pundits, I think was it Carragher or Neville said, the grass isn't always greener.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for.
I don't think
Wenger
that was their line. I think they took it from someone else. But I hear you.
Yeah, I know.
But definitely be careful what you wish for.
They went from Wenger to Emery, who I was one of the first ones to say Emery's a fraud. However, he is good at what he does.
You expected it.
And they now go to Arteta, who may be young and talented, but like he doesn't know how to handle what's really going on, and the board aren't going to back him sufficiently. So,
do you know what I think happened with Wenger? Wenger was like, like when you watch boxers who just get too old.
Yeah,
and they know what they want to do, but their body just can't do it. Like think of Arsenal Football Club as an old boxer's body, just can't do it. Just can't keep up with the younger guy. And I think that's what happened with Wenger. That's why I was saying it was quite sad to watch, really, because you could see the frustration on his face. Because a highly intelligent man did incredible things for Arsenal, and then the fans just shit on him, really, to be fair. Yeah, he's got parts to play in it, but in terms of what... Arsenal fans wouldn't be so angry if at Wenger or at Arsenal if Wenger didn't win them all the things that he did. Didn't put them on that stage. Do you know what I mean?
It's also the way he went out. I think most Arsenal fans wanted him to go out after they won like that FA Cup trophy in 2014, or even 2017 when they beat us. It would have been a great way. Even it soured incredibly by 2017. But if he went out on winning, that would have been a greater memory than him just literally limping out. I mean, look at that scene. His last game. I mean, that stadium was barely full. Do you know what I mean? It was barely
he
full.
got reluctant to wanting to actually leave.
Well, I believe Arsenal just became his life because I think his personal life just was in the shitter. You know, and it was just Arsenal 24/7. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal 24/7. When it's like that and you haven't got anything else to focus on, you can neglect the one thing in your life. Or
it's the thing of, even if he left back then, because I heard Arsenal fans say if he had just left back in 2017 or 2016, we could have got Klopp or we could have got Pep and we'd be great again. It wouldn't have worked like that, because the way your board is, they wouldn't have backed Klopp properly, and he wouldn't have built this Liverpool team.
No, you're right.
Like you're
That's true.
performing the way you are performing right now, the way you have been declining every year, particularly at the massive drop off since Wenger left. If Wenger was here this season, I think you guys could get top 4, especially with how Chelsea performed the first half of the season.
They definitely wouldn't be. Are they 10th or 11th right now?
9th.
Ninth.
9th. Wow. Going up in the world.
Crack the top 10.
Here we go. Arsenal Invincibles was the best ever EPL team.
Why? They
Yeah,
scared
why?
the shit out of teams. Barca, Xavi, Iniesta. Yeah, you say that, mate, but did
What?
you forget you also lost the final to Barcelona, where Thierry Henry
Yeah,
actually
well,
lost you the final as well.
And you made yourselves a gold cup, man.
And you made yourself a- and you ain't done it back to back. Go home.
Can I just say Sorry.
If that's the greatest Premier League team, but Chelsea the following season
Yeah, I was about to say.
beat
Yeah.
you and retained our
More
title.
points,
No,
more
Chelsea's
wins,
the best,
less
that's fine.
goals. Less goals
Chelsea's the
And
conceded.
more records broken by us
Yeah,
as well in
yeah,
that
exactly,
season.
yeah.
But so
So-
many Premier League records in that season. Arsenal didn't do that. Arsenal didn't do that. What did they do? Make a gold cup for themselves that they made themselves. Like, come on, man.
Because that season we got to the Champions League semi-final, unlike you when we knocked you out the previous year in the quarterfinals.
Exactly. You know, winning the Champions League ain't for everyone, is it? Arsenal fans, I'm sorry. You know, what can we say?
And also, if Chelsea
it's
win
true.
the Champions League this season, this big club debate is dead.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
No, you've taken Arsenal's place, man.
Yeah, I
Will,
think we have already.
welcome to the stream.
Thank you. Hello.
Will,
Hello.
who you putting on Fraud Watch, Will, and why?
Jorginho.
Oh, see,
Will's
I
younger.
like this. And
Will's
Jorginho?
younger, so-
no,
Jorginho.
Andrew.
It's got to be
and-
Jorginho. He's worse than
What?
Fred.
well, he's not. I'm not using
He
3
is.
out of
Actually,
context
I've got something
statistics.
for you guys. Watch.
We've seen it, Jem. We've seen
No,
these
no, no,
3
no,
stats.
no. Yeah, no,
you're
you've not seen it. I've got something else that's been sent to me. Something even better than that. I'm gonna-
Jem, let me just say it because the video when you mentioned that in the video, I watched it. Did you understand the stats you were talking about?
1,000,001%, yes.
Because the stat you were bringing up isn't even Jorginho's strength, and yet he's not much far away from
Nonsense.
Fred.
Nonsense.
It's not his strength.
Nonsense. Not even going there. Not even going there. We're not even having this conversation.
Yeah,
right?
that's a
I've
different
never-
video.
I've never heard Jem say nonsense before. It made me laugh.
What was the stat? What was the stat?
We're not talking about it now. We're going to talk
Come
about it. Don't
I
worry.
Will.
want to know. I want to know.
Will,
You can come on next
Will,
show as
yes.
well. We can have the debate.
what's
We're
your
not having it here.
fraud legend? my friend?
Jem. We can talk about this later.
Don't
Yeah.
Jem me. It just shows that my eye test is better than you lot. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say right now.
What's your,
okay?
wait, Jem,
do
wait
it.
a minute. Wait a minute. Can I just say something, Jem? I've said if we replace Jorginho with an upgrade, I won't complain. I've
Okay,
always
good.
said that.
It's more prime.
Do you want
than
Fred?
David and other
Wait,
people.
You can have Fred.
What have I said?
No.
Why is it
Only
not
if
Fred?
he's
He's not
packing the. Only if he's a kit man, we'll take Fred.
Wait, what have I said? Why is it me?
You're a Georgie sexual, man. Every time I mention his
No,
name,
I'm
you're like, hey, don't talk about him like that. He reminds me of
It's because you don't. I've never said he reminds me of Pirlo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's never said that. Yeah, Tim, you're out of order.
Yeah.
Also,
You're
the
out of order,
reason
Jim.
why I said that,
You're out of order. You're
the
bang
reason
out of
why I
order
said
there.
that is because you said
With your
multiple
Fox
times-
News spin on that
because
one,
you
you're
said
bang out of
multiple
order.
times. You said multiple times. I don't understand what he does.
Put your
Like,
wooden spoon away, Joe.
There's no way you can't critique a player if you don't understand what said player actually does. Like you don't know what you're then critiquing.
Prime, don't tell me that I don't understand what a player does.
You
Probably
said-
not-
Do you know what?
You
Do you know-
said-
I don't-
No,
Fine,
Jem,
please,
you
it's
have
not
said-
Jorginho.
No, let's not
Jem,
do this, man. Let's get Will's legend thing.
You have said
Yeah.
multiple
Oh,
times
no.
on screen.
Do you know what, Andrew? I'm not even the one who.
It's
Andrew,
done.
I'm not even the one who brings Jorginho up.
Don't
I-
just-
Hold on.
I'm-
You said,
okay.
Jem, you said
I thought that would
multiple times
work.
on stream. You said multiple times on stream, I don't understand what Jorginho does. How can you then critique someone when you don't know what they do?
No, I don't understand
You
what it
don't
is
know
that
what
you think Jorginho does. So
You've never
we'll
said
get
that.
to this. We'll
never said
get
that.
back to this. We'll
And
get back to
Jem,
this.
we've
Anyway,
explained
we'll
what he does. We've
Let Will
explained
do
what he
it.
does. And
Uh,
if you then
okay.
still don't understand, how is that our fault?
Let's get
Try-
back to
I'll
the
explain it.
original thing.
Let's just get back
All
to
right, all right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, oh.
people, smash the like if Jorginho's a fraud. Smash the like if Fred's a fraud. Please smash the like. Will, welcome to the stream. Who do you want to put on fraud watch?
I'm going to defend the greatest left back of all time, Ashley Cole. I'm putting Marcelo on fraud watch, which will make Andrew very happy. And this isn't necessarily because Marcelo is a fraud. He was a world.
Cut right in
He was-
between his sentence.
Wait a minute. He was a world class left back. I'm not doubting that. What he did in that Real Madrid team was fantastic. But I'm seeing people say he's the GOAT left back. Absolute rubbish. Defensively, defensively, you know what Marcelo was. Very good going forward. Probably the best I've ever seen while watching football. But defensively, Ashley Cole was so clear. Ashley Cole was a more complete left back and was a more consistent left back over a longer period of time. And Ashley Cole is the GOAT left back. So yeah, that's why I think Marcelo is overrated. Maybe not a fraud,
I can see
but
that.
you know, for the agenda, we'll just say he is.
Did the guy not win a treble Champions League? Is that not a little bit harsh?
I'm talking about individual, as an individual player here, Jen. We can go into what he's won. That's
The way he played in that though, he was like a second winger.
Yeah.
But he was
He was
very
ju-
good, wasn't he?
yeah.
Go-
of course.
he was
I said
very good, yeah.
I said he was world class. That's fine. He was a world class left back. It's just Ashley Cole was so
he's-
clear.
World class and a fraud.
Yeah.
Is that what
I think
yeah.
he's Will's going against probably some of his fellow generation when they call Marcelo a legend.
Yeah, exactly that.
That's what they call it. I don't think.
For every single Swansea City fan for fraud, I should say that will beat them in the side.
but yeah.
Fraud class, yeah. Will, is that what you're calling them? Fraud class, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can if you want. I mean, the name
Marcelo.
of the show is Fraud Watch, so I have to call him a fraud, unfortunately, if I want to talk about him.
I understand that. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well,
Cool. Marcelo's on fraud watch.
Marcelo on fraud watch. Yeah, I agree with that.
Can I put a club on fraud watch?
Yeah, of course you can.
All right, I'm putting Juventus on fraud watch
Whoa!
Yes,
Why?
That's the right
for their European record. Okay,
Mm.
and I know they were sent down to Serie B for a few years and everything like that, but I believe they've had some of the best teams over the last 20 years to actually win the European Cup, and they've had the best squads as well. And I just think that they have bottled it. They bottled it against Real Madrid, I believe. I don't believe that team. I don't believe that Real Madrid team was overall better than Juventus. I just think Juventus collapsed under pressure, and I know that's why. And also, I know that they should. I'm sorry, but they should have actually beaten you in that semi-final second leg. But I believe it took Roy.
That was Roy Keane's finest hour.
That's right.
That was Roy Keane's finest hour.
That's right. That
We're not
was
having
one of the best.
Yeah,
That was one of the
we're
best
not having-
individual
We're
performances.
not having any credibility taken away from Roy Keane.
No.
on this one.
What I'm saying is,
I'm vetoing it.
hang on. Juventus went 2-0 up, right, in that second leg. I believe they went 2-0 up.
Sidwell, Scholes. Is that you just picked two ginger guys, man?
Read the
You
comment.
put them together.
Maguire over Rio.
God help us.
Maybe he's playing FIFA or something.
Wait, actually, can I have one mini fraud? One more mini fraud. I need to put my generation on fraud watch. I need to put them on it.
What, the song?
Do you want me to tell you some awful opinions that people of my generation have?
Like Fred is top class.
There's loads of them in your generation.
I've heard. Okay, some people I know have said that De Bruyne is better than Zidane. That's one opinion. I've heard David Silva is better than Scholes. That's another opinion. Yeah. I need to put. I've heard Van Dijk better than Terry. Yeah. I'm not having it. My generation.
I've
needs to
heard
be
that
on
one
fraud
as well.
watch.
Yeah.
My generation needs to be on fraud watch.
Definitely.
Well, Van Dijk
Take
is
up
over
with him
Terry
on Tuesday
because-
night, Will.
Well, Van Dijk is over Terry because he's part of the greatest team in Premier League history.
Oh my god, this is the worst one. I will find the tweet.
Can we
I saw
just put
someone
Liverpool?
say-
Can we just
I
put
s-
Liverpool in forward watch as well?
A
But this
Liverpool fan-
Liverpool team,
a
they
Liverpool-
deserve it, man.
Jem,
No,
I can't believe what I'm about to tell you.
next week we're doing a Liverpool special. We're going to do a Liverpool
Yeah.
special. We'll do that.
Yes.
A Liverpool fan told
You
me
already
that
did.
Robertson is better than Ashley Cole. I will find the tweet. I'll have
That's
to go
my
back.
one. No, well, actually, that scratch the Wenger one. That's mine. The Robertson being these Liverpool fullbacks.
He's not a legend.
Liverpool fans would say he's a legend.
Hmm.
Being the best in Premier League history, better than Ashley Cole, better than Irwin, Trent, revolutionising this fullback position.
Val,
I got
speaking sense here.
told by a Liverpool fan, that this Liverpool team in a single season is the best Premier League team ever to win a Premier League.
I'm not having
They're
it.
the best.
I'm not having it.
How can you be the best when you haven't even
The Invisibles were better.
Hold on.
And you know what I mean? Like,
John Terry's not even the same sentence as Van Dijk. Van Dijk has Ballon d'Or. What?
He didn't win the Ballon d'Or. He won the best European Player of the Year, the UEFA one, but he didn't win the Ballon d'Or.
John Terry's in the FIFA World Team of the Year. One of the only.
To be
players
fair,
that-
I do think Van Dijk got robbed a little bit. To be fair, that season, I think he deserved the Ballon d'Or, but we don't have to talk about it. He didn't win it.
Lewin deserved it, man.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, for last season. I mean, the season before when they won the Champions League, where he didn't get dribble pass.
Spurs were
Then
another
again-
big team as well. Anyway,
Then again, not being dribble pass is a little bit of
talking
a
Spuds,
fraud.
man. They're on every week.
Because Lindelof didn't get dribble pass last
Unpopular
season.
opinion: Lingard versus Bruno.
he's a good shout for that at the moment. He's on form.
No, Jem.
He's in better form, isn't he? Lingard.
Lingardinho.
He probably is. He probably is in better form. That's probably true.
This
That's
is why you
probably
don't
true.
judge. You don't judge players on form. That's why you don't judge
Yeah,
players. on form.
Kavicha, that's right. Van Nistelrooy on over in Elka and Kulu. That one I'll
Well, this
take.
one said if we won the Premier League in 18-19, Van Dijk would have won it, but you didn't.
But you didn't. If my granny had wheels, she'd be a bike. You know what I mean? So.
My God, you had a
Being
wheel.
in the same. I thought
Oh,
that was said. I thought that said Freddie then. Virgil van Dijk being in the same sentence, the same convo as Terry
Yeah.
and Ferdy is a
On a
disgrace.
serious question, though, right?
Agreed.
If Van Dijk,
And Vidic and Carvalho.
if Van Dijk was around
Yapstam.
when all these guys were around, Terry, Ferdinand,
Sol Campbell.
John Terry, Carvalho, like all these
Ledley King.
great players, not even just not just the Premier League. I'm talking about European football.
Mm.
You had Puyol, Cellini, Blimmin, you
Yeah.
name it. Some top, would he still be ranked as the best centre back in the world if he was around?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, he would not.
It's hard, man. It's very hard, isn't it? It's not fair.
I don't think he's a better player than Yapstam.
May I say an
No,
unpopular
no.
opinion here? Yeah.
That Dan was good though.
Personally,
Very
I
good.
think.
Yeah, but
I think
I don't think Van Dijk is better than Yapstam. Is what I'm saying. I don't think he
Van
is.
Dijk's better than Company, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like Company though. I think Company.
Yeah, I do as well, but I think Van Dijk just edges it.
I don't think Company's that great.
Wow.
I don't think Man City would have won the title if they'd won it.
But
I
again, it's
agree
hard
with
for
you,
me. It's hard for me to put someone in some of the best, put a player in best ever shouts when they're always injured.
No, but it was very important though, Prime. There
I
was
know, Van Dijk's the better defender.
I know, Jam. I know what he was, but so was Terry and Rio and Yapstam. So that's why when I'm splitting up this bracket, his injuries is a big knockoff for me.
Van Dijk is in the Company bracket, but I think he's better. I'd say they're around the same level, but I mean, technically, Van Dijk's so much better than Company.
Do you remember when Spurs fans used to say that Ledley King was the best defender in the Premier League?
Oh.
Do you remember back in them days when John Terry and that were around?
He's very good, Jem.
Jem, I'm
He was
sorry,
very
he
good.
was outstanding.
He's very
Yeah, but
good.
He was outstanding.
I know. but
Yeah, he was always injured.
Yeah, but you can't say he's
He
the
was
best.
always injured.
No, but he's very good. He's
Talented,
very good.
yes. Talented,
Very good.
yeah. But
Very
You
good.
could see why Spurs fan, because like games weren't covered like they are now.
No.
like social media stuff like that, you could see why Spurs fans would go to a game and watch Ledley King, watch their player, and be like, yeah, he's the best in the league. You could see that.
Indiana, if
That
he
makes
was,
sense to me.
if he was fit, do you reckon Terry and Ferdinand, one of them would have lost their positions in the England team?
John Terry would.
Really?
I'm sorry, it's not getting over Rio Ferdinand.
I would have said Rio Ferdinand personally, only purely because I think
If he was, I'm not saying he would definitely get in, Jem. I'm not saying he would definitely get in over Terry, because John Terry as a person, he's a dickhead. As a footballer, just on the football basis, incredible, outstanding. But there's no telling that if he was going to get
he'd definitely been the next choice. It would be Terry Ferdinand King.
Oh, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it would
be. Definitely.
Yeah.
Listen,
Streets
people,
had
please smash the like button, share the stream on your socials if you can, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, get in the description, subscribe to everybody else's channels, and follow their socials. Wait, let's resolve this. I will. Hang on. Let's just... Valve, man, if you owe the bear money, pay the bear. Go buy the honey.
Pay the bear.
bear.
Pay the bear.
Pay the bear.
Hashtag pay the bear.
This Sunday, me and Jem have got a new show called Get to Know, where we will be building... Well, we won't. Our guest will be building 3 first 11. So their all-time 11 for their club, the all-time 11 for the Premier League, and their all-time World 11. In between, we ask the guest questions, get to know them, be split into 3 sections. The last section will be your questions. You can ask whatever, we will put it to the guest. First guest on the show will be Terry Flowers from the Football Terrace. So please get in the chat for that. If you can DM us any questions you've got for Terry, please do that. We're going to pick out the best questions to ask him and get the answers out of him. But we're looking forward to the show. It's an interview show, but there's a very different take on it. We want your opinions on the first 11s as well. We're not going to be building them on the show because that takes too much time. We're just going to be presenting them. And I think, Jem, we should pick out a player each we want to talk about and then let the chat pick out a player from each 11 that they want to discuss. Ask Terry why he's chosen that player. But please do that. In fact, the stream is up. So go over and like the stream and hit the notifications. Make sure you go and do that. That's this Sunday at 10 o'clock, that is.
9 p.m.
So look forward to that one. 10 o'clock. I think Terry's got a stream at 9.
Okay, cool.
So 10 o'clock. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We also, actually, we might as well reveal the other things we're going to do. We've got a new show. Andrew's going to be involved. Will's going to be involved. Prime's going to be involved. We're going to call it Tweets of the Week, where we're going to pull out the best tweets on social media, the best conversations, the best bits of YouTube. We're going to pull them out. We're going to put them on screen for you. All the arguments, all the football Twitter, all the nonsense, the Ollie ins, the Ollie outs, all of that. Everybody who still wants Frank back, no matter who it is, we're going to put them on screen. We're going to allow you to know who it is. You go follow them. They're on social media. That's their problem.
I better start.
No hate, though. No hate. Don't be going off and giving people hate.
If there's anything you want us to bring up and address, DM the first Exile on Twitter or on Instagram, or DM me or Andrew. Or DM any of us. DM any of us for any of the shows, and we'll definitely look into it. If you see a tweet, though, DM it. Just send it direct message to the first XI. Again, the Twitter is in the description, and we'll look into it and we'll get it on the show and we'll discuss it. Because I'm looking forward to that one. It's something a little bit different. And the big one, another big one as well. We're doing a little quiz show on XI where we're going to be bringing 2 members from different shows, from different platforms to battle it out head to head. So, for instance, we might have Gem and Ads from GNA versus it could be Will and Andrew from KH No Filter Football.
Oh, if it's trivia, we've won.
Two people from the Rapper. Yeah, but Jem can pick who he wants. He can bring the Euro expert, or Ads could bring the Euro expert. It could be anyone. So we're going to do that head to head.
Euro expert. You guys would be dead, bro.
I mean, I'm going to get carried by Andrew. I'm just going to get carried by Andrew.
I'm doing grand.
Right.
Samuel says me and Ikaw.
I'll do grounded football, and I'm bringing Danny. I'm just
Oh yeah.
Danny.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Indiana.
So yeah, look forward to that one. That'll be a show every night of the week where it's a head-to-head and a knockout system. General knowledge. They have to do this though. They have to do the prayer mantis. So there's no cheating. Ask the question, prayer mantis. Unless they're really good with their keyboard and their toes, we should be okay. There shouldn't be any cheating. But please smash the like, share the stream. Make sure you do that. Subscribe to the channel. Get over and turn the notifications on so you know when things are coming up. And we'll get into a few comments and then we'll go back to Fraud Watch. Let's go. Anything you've seen, Prime?
Big up DJ Subject says big up Indiana and the panel, everyone in the chat. Bob Bishwan says question for the panel. Who is the best CDM in the world? For me, it's Fabinho.
Oh, we'll leave that.
Yeah, well, it's Kimmich. It's Kimmich. It's Kimmich. Fabinho's up
It's
there.
Fred.
Fabinho is
It's Kante.
It's not fantastic.
Mixed sauce. It's mixed sauce.
Don't try.
Mixed sauce.
Again.
So-
Don't try. I mean,
Who's the
I like Kante. I like.
which one did David say was the box-to-box DM? Who was that? Do you remember that? The Partey, a box-to-box DM. I can't remember who he said a box-to-box DM was. But
Box to box, yeah. Okay.
Ads in the chat. Sorry, boys, got to go spending time with my nephew who turned 7 today. Take care, boys. Much respect to you all. Listen to ads. Take care. Happy birthday to your nephew, 7 years old.
Yep.
We spend some time with him. Enjoy it. Don't eat all of his cake. That's tight. Who else is in there?
Don't corrupt him and make him spot a
Busquets.
better club than
Oh,
ours.
Busquets is still alive.
Busquets, what a player.
Fabinho's a bomb. Milner, Mount, Fred, Xhaka. Oh, okay, that's Ads' burner, maybe. Jem, you're smiling now since Chelsea have gone on a good run.
It's good to see Jem smiling. It's good to
We're
see
all
him
smiling. We're all smiling.
I'm happy right now. Things are good. Things are good.
Well, we're all smiling except a few people who. Big up. Prime is coming last one because. All right, Samuel.
We'll see. Prime might be quizmaster. I might say Prime wants to be quizmaster and ask the question.
I mean, do you know what, Andrew? I'm only good. Andrew, we might be a bit fucked on this. I can't lie because.
Well. Can I say something to you? What makes you think I'm taking you as my partner?
Okay, you're gonna take. I mean, can we have? I mean, Slens and Andrew would be good representatives.
No, he's bringing Kai.
Valve, man, you've listen.
Bringing
I
Kai
reckon
to distract
Valve lives-
everyone. I'm joking.
Valve, I reckon you live next to a wooded area with on a hill where certain mushrooms are growing because you come out with some amazing things, man. I can't see Switzerland winning it. I can't see it.
Switzerland. Wait, what was that, Indiana, about Switzerland?
Valve said they're winning the Euros or something.
I think he means the under-21 Euros. I think that's what he means. The under-21 Euros, Switzerland.
Yeah, do that. Get KH to 1,000 subs so Will reveals his face. Is that the deal, Will?
Yeah,
That's
the deal.
No,
Yeah,
it's not the deal.
Yeah, that's the
It's
deal.
not
That's
the
the
deal.
deal. It's the deal
That's the
with
deal.
future endeavours.
I'm
I'm
gonna set up like 200 channels and subscribe with them all. Kimmich's potential complete midfielder.
All right, Hassan. You don't need to show off.
Okay, I'm gonna put a legend on Fraud Watch, and it's gonna be
Brace
somebody who you. I don't know whether they're a legend though. I'm gonna say Nani.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Nani at Manchester United. The reason is that when Nani first came to Man United, I loved him. He was I didn't even care about Ronaldo. I'll be honest. When he first came in, there was something about Nani I just loved. I think he probably hit it off a little bit more when Nani came in terms of his runs down the wing and things like that. I loved him, but he had all of that potential and just wasted it. Wasted the whole thing.
He was
Very inconsistent.
Extremely talented, very
inconsistent.
inconsistent.
very good at crossing, could score free kicks, score any type of goal, really. I agree with
Both
what you're
feet.
saying. Very inconsistent,
He's running through midfield doing keep ups, man. Like
Yeah,
I
remember
he
that.
could have been a next level footballer. Do you know what it felt to me? It felt like he had Ronaldo right next to him, and he was just like, I can never get to that level.
Mhm.
So just kind of just stagnated. Do you know what I mean? Never really went anymore.
Do you know what I was going to say? He was,
'Cause
in,
you-
he,
do
was
you
in
know-
he was in the same generation as Ricardo Quaresma, who came to Chelsea, yeah, and he was another flop. fraud
Yeah.
as well.
Thank God
Yeah.
that was a loan.
He
Thank God that
was
was a
very
loan.
good. He looked very good
Yeah.
on paper, but he came
Yeah.
to the Premier League and he was like, nah, he was worse than Nani actually. I watched him live. I used to go to the games at Bridge, and he was shocking. Man.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be the next best thing, wasn't he? Do you
Yeah,
know
he
the
was.
thing with Nani? Whenever Ronaldo wasn't playing, Nani would step up, and that's why I say it. Like the finals when they won the Euros, Nani stepped up.
Yeah.
Nani was putting in a shift in that final. He always steps up when Ronaldo's not around. He's got
I
that.
think-
He's got the Martial syndrome. Martial syndrome is what he's got.
I think
Yeah.
I think the expectations higher, Nani, because if you remember, he came in the same summer as Anderson, Owen Hargreaves, and you signed Tevez on loan that season as well.
Mm.
And I think you hadn't. I have to recollect. I don't think you spent or brought in a lot of players like that, high profile players or high expectation players for a few summers at least, maybe.
Yeah.
And then obviously he's Portuguese. You had Ronaldo flying high, so everyone's like the flavour of it is like Portuguese. Let's get a Portuguese player.
Oh, we've got
Someone who's
two
playing in Portuguese.
Ronaldos. Yeah.
We've got two Ronaldos. Oh, that's like Ronaldo goes. We've got Nani. But he was so inconsistent, man.
Yeah.
The only Chelsea player I can relate him to, who's probably equally as frustrating in history, is Solomon Kalou. Not like obviously Kalou is not as high profile.
I think he was more talented.
Yeah, he's more talented. More talented. Yeah, but Kalou is so frustrating.
Yeah.
Because
I like Kalou Malouda, you know.
Yeah.
I thought he was alright, Kalou.
No, I think he's alright, Jim. But Jim, he would be so frustrating. In one game, he would miss a goal from 3 yards out.
Yeah, I know.
But then somehow hit a bullet header from 15 yards out. It just didn't. He just didn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Tiny
understand-
vibes.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Sturridge, when he was at Chelsea, he was frustrating because he used to take so many touches on the ball, and he was always greedy. He always used to do the wrong option.
I've got one.
He's more talented than Werner can ever dream of, though, isn't he? He was
actually-
talented, Sturridge.
I actually liked them. I liked Kalou Malouda, and it wasn't. I didn't really realise Kalou's level until I really watched Robin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's why I really noticed his level. I've actually got one there. Sean Wright Phillips.
Oh,
He's one.
man.
Sean Wright Phillips. He can go on. Darren Bent. He can go on. Christian Benteke. He can go on.
Oh, Benteke. I remember when he went to Liverpool.
They are at certain clubs.
Do you remember Ricky Lambert?
No, but they're not football legends.
I do. Do you know he was a Bristol Rovers player originally? And every time he moved on, they got a payment, and they had their best transfer windows.
Do you know who's one of the best hype men for themselves? It's David Bentley.
David Bentley.
You know what I mean?
He's got one good goal.
Sad story with Bentley, though.
Very sad.
It's a sad story with Bentley, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quit football early. Couldn't take it. Couldn't take the media
Torreira,
pressure. Quit football.
Another one you could put on there is Torreira because apparently he was better than N'Golo Kante when he first came to Arsenal.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I mean, another one we can put on there is Pepe because apparently he was better than Hazard and stuff.
Yeah, but he's not a legend. He's never going to be a legend.
Not a legend. Torreira's not a legend either.
It's a legend in some weird Arsenal fans' minds. Yeah.
Do you know who else I'm actually going to put on there?
Who?
And it's not for the reasons you think it is. I'm putting Alan Shearer on there because I think he was so talented. He's a fraud. He's so talented, and I know he loved Newcastle and everything.
Yeah, but he should have gone to your mob.
Us or Liverpool. Maybe Liverpool could have won a title if they had Alan Shearer, but then they did have Robbie Fowler, who's a great striker.
And they had a rubbish
He did win the
defence.
title though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won it with Blackburn. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was before he moved to Newcastle.
Yeah.
So at the time, he had the choice between Manchester United and Newcastle, and he picked Newcastle because Newcastle and Man United were battling it out, right?
Yeah.
But he should have gone there, and I think if he would have done that and gotten more competitions, he probably would have done a bit more for England as well.
Yeah.
He probably would have upped his level. I mean, imagine having to play with Nobby Solano every week. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Indiana.
not that he
Indiana.
was a bad player.
How many goals has he got? 270 odd or 280 odd Premier League goals.
Great striker though.
But if
Great
he'd gone to your,
Oh, incredible!
I think he would have got over 400 league goals just in the Premier League.
Yeah,
He'd gone to your mob.
I agree.
Easily over 400.
I agree.
Easily over 400.
Put this man, he's got the most goals per history. There's a certain man I want to put on there.
He's going to put Kane on it. He's going to put Kane.
No,
Oh, it's
because
not.
I'm gonna go back to way before I was born. This football I played. You know, I feel sorry for the guy right now, but the person I'm putting is Neil Ruddock. Okay,
What?
Neil Ruddock. I'm putting Neil Ruddock in there because every single
The
time
Razor?
on the team show, because the Neil Razor Ruddock. Every time they go there, they say, "Oh, Razor was a great lad." You know, "Oh, Liverpool legend." They say Liverpool legend.
What?
Neil
Who
Ruddock.
says what? Who are you
I'm
talking
not-
to?
Oh.
Liverpool legend.
Who are you talking to?
ITV said Liverpool legend Neil Ruddock. When they do the England thing, you know Harry Series, all the best England players, they put Neil Ruddock in there.
No.
Neil Ruddock. Why?
Don't diss Razor Ruddock, mate.
Come on, Razor. I love Razor, but
Yeah,
come
the
on,
Razor, man.
is
That's-
a fraud.
If
He broke
he-
Andy Cole's legs. You know,
Vinnie Jones, I could get Vinnie Jones. I could get that.
Yeah, Vinnie Jones he's just
I
a
could get
horrible
that one.
person.
Neil Ruddock was
Or
great.
Jamie
Neil
Redknapp. Jamie.
Neil-
Jamie.
David Redknapp was saying else. Like,
Neil
he-
Ruddock,
he-
Neil Ruddock was great on Can't Pay, Won't Pay. He was great on that episode. But, you know, otherwise...
What?
Robbie
Wait,
Savage
what-
as well. Robbie
What
Savage.
can't pay?
Throw Robbie Savage in there as well.
Wait,
Another
Andrew,
one.
you talking about can't pay, we'll take it away. That episode.
Yeah, so yeah, Can't Pay, Take It Away. Yeah, he was great on
Yeah,
that
Robbie
episode, Neil
Savage is a
Ruddock.
good one.
Fantastic.
Oh, God, he's...
Jamie Redknapp.
Jesus.
Jamie Redknapp. And the reason why I put Jamie Redknapp on there because Sky Sports think he was
Oh.
a big enough player to put him in as a pundit.
Oh, he's so
That should
boring
tell
and
you
talks
everything.
crap. Boring and talks crap.
Oh,
You
yeah.
say that, Indiana. You look at BT, they've got Robbie Savage on there. Like, why is he on there? What has he done? Like, it don't make no sense.
I mean,
I think,
also,
listen, Robbie Savage talks a lot of shit, but I think he speaks more sense than Jamie Redknapp.
Yeah, but
Jamie
you got
Redknapp-
I like Jimmy Bullard though. He seems to show, man. I like Jimmy Bullard, man. I like him. I like the body. I like him actually.
I mean,
He was a bit,
Jamie,
of, a bit of a cheeky player. He knew his
Jamie
level.
Carragher,
Joe. He knew his level.
he's a bit of a fraud for spitting on a girl, but, you know.
I think
Oh,
Eric
massive
Cantona as well.
whoa.
I don't think you can walk around kicking people in the face and still be classed as a legend, mate.
You can for what that guy said to him. You can.
Yeah, but
He
you
deserved to be kicked in the face.
can't hit the guy in the face. You can't
He
do that.
deserved it. He deserved it.
The only thing I love about Eric Cantona, right, when he used to score, he used to do that celebration like he was like, you know, like the Roman Empire, like, you know, when they look around, like they just
Do it,
out,
Jem.
like,
Do it.
do that.
Nah, come on, Cantona. Cantona's a
Yeah, I
legend.
wanna-
That's like me saying
Honestly,
Zerva's not a legend, man.
Was he
I
a
wanna
legend?
contrast-
He was a
Can I
legend,
call-
Joe.
Man United?
I got something controversial. I got something very weird and controversial. In my
The
eyes,
Neil Ruddock.
I view-
As expected.
no. More weirder. I view Yakubu as a Premier League icon or even a legend because Yakubu back in the day when I was a kid, this man was bagging goals every week. Do you imagine when Cristiano Ronaldo was in the Premier League? This guy was getting 17, 18 goals coming forward. Exactly.
Baller.
That's what I'm on about. Man was finishing just like a few goals behind Cristiano Ronaldo and Didier
You know
Drogba.
what? You know what?
Man was a
Yakubu,
beast.
Yakubu,
Beast.
the B-Tech Drogba, you know. Yakubu.
You Cooper was alright. He was actually alright.
Yeah,
He was a decent
exactly.
back. He was.
Imagine when he was in a team that got relegated, he scored 17 goals, was 5 behind Cristiano Ronaldo. Just think about it for 1 second.
What about
Yakubu
Matt?
and the
What about
Christian.
Matt? Someone said in the comments earlier. What about Matt Letizia?
Listen, Matisse is appreciated like by everyone. You know, they got Premier League legends videos on him. There's nothing that Yakubu's forgotten. Yeah, we need a Yakubu hype train right now. Listen, because I'm all for it. Listen, Yakubu is one of my favorite ever players. Was Cesc Fabregas at Arsenal, then Yakubu at Blackburn. Because at Blackburn, this guy was a baller, serious baller. You know, Roddy Jaeger, not a legend. Okay, I got Roddy Jaeger. You know what? They're not.
This is
average
weird.
players.
I'm thinking of names and this Hassan guy's popping them out all the time. JJ Okocha, best African
Oh.
player.
He was a ball. He was very talented on the
He
No,
ball.
was
he's
a
not the best
baller,
African.
but I would I'd put him under Drogba and
Yeah. He was at
Torre.
Bolton, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but he was
No.
gifted, man. He was
Oh,
yeah.
gifted.
He was very
Who was
gifted.
the best ever Nigerian player to play in the Premier League? Was it Kanu or Kocha?
Celestine Babiaro. Celestine
Not
Babiaro, for
Kanu.
sure.
No, I'm not having.
Mikel, man.
I'm
Mikel.
not having
Here we are.
Kanu.
Maybe the Nigerian should answer this. Actually, this
Oh,
is,
sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, you're Nigerian today, are you? Yesterday you were Irish.
Sorry
Irish?
about that.
No, I wasn't Irish yesterday, but okay. Yeah, but in terms of
A day before, sorry.
what in the Premier League, what if you're going based off pure talent, then it's Okocha, Kanu, and John Obi Mikel. But if you're going based off achievements, then Obi Mikel is clear.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
not ability, because JJ Kocha had tech. Source was JJ Kocha.
Yeah, but
I
if you got-
agree.
what good attackers? What good attackers if you're playing at Bolton?
Prime, you're out of order to Obafemi Martins, man. That guy could score goals. Don't be out of order. man.
He was-
Obi
he was 57
And he had
when
a,
played
and he
for
had a sick
Newcastle,
backflip
you know.
as well, man.
He scored the quickest goal I've ever seen in Premier League history. It like 60 miles an hour from 20 yards out against Spurs, top corner.
Yeah, any of you guys
Yeah.
remember this? Where they hyped this man up, Steve Keane.
Remember the whole.
Hyped up Steve Keane. Steve Keane is like, oh, Steve Keane's the next England manager. Steve Keane's going to take Blackburn to glory. Don't you remember Steve Keane?
No.
But
Old guy at Blackburn.
Samuel, I know what you're talking about, but I never heard that next one for England. I don't know where you get these.
Well,
Are you
maybe
on
I
a
was...
Blackburn? Are you on a Blackburn conspiracy website or something like that?
No,
Is that
but
what
you know, I rated Blackburn.
Nah,
I rated
he's been
I still rate Blackburn.
he's been borrowing VHS tapes from Ram. That's what's been going on.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is mad.
Jesus. No, I swear no one ever said that. They went when Steve Keane was appointed. They went, "You sacked Sam Allardyce for Steve Keane? What the hell are you doing?"
Wasn't Amiobi Nigerian?
Oh,
Shola Amiobi. Yeah.
Wasn't he like he was a baller at Newcastle?
And his
man.
brother Sammy Amiobi.
He was dead.
Yeah,
He always used to save Newcastle. I mean, he used to come on and he used to always score.
do you guys remember Now Ranger when he was playing? Was he any good?
Yeah, but
No.
if he started, he was terrible.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Who? Niall Ranger.
Yeah.
no Rangers not anything really, apart from just bad choices in life.
Okay, give me this a flashback Premier League team, like just vibes, like West Ham 15-16, 11-12.
A Premier League team that was just vibes.
Yeah.
Arsenal from 09 to
No, not-
012.
Oh. After 2003. After 2003, then I'll be coming down on you.
You guys are just vibes.
I think you could put your invisibles in there as
You
well.
played good
Samuel.
football, but
No, I will never do that.
They are
Okay.
cool. They are.
Could
what
you
you
say?
said-
Could you put Liverpool
And-
13-14 in that category?
And you
As
could
well.
put the side.
Mm.
You could put this season's in if you win Europa but finish at like 10th and
Yeah.
and call it progression.
You know what? You could put
Yeah.
put Man United post lockdown team into vibes as well.
You could put, you could put
Yeah.
Sunderland. You could put Sunderland from 2011 to 2015, where they changed their manager every season, and then got saved by relegation, but then sacked the manager.
Do you remember
With
what
relegation.
the G goal? G! Oh, he's round the goalkeeper and he's done it!
Yeah.
Oh my god, with Martin O'Neill, Di Canio at Sunderland, what a nutter. Literally, his first ever game running.
Yeah,
I'm not
Di Canio was great to watch though, man.
Kavishna, I'm not having this nonsense. You will not diss the greatest player in Pro Evolution Soccer on 99. I'm not having it. Like, he was my favourite, mate. Like, scored goals from the halfway line with this guy. But yeah, he was a big talent and he flopped for Brazil massively. Even at Inter Milan.
Ooh, question.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
Who
well, no.
is someone? Who is
Do you know
someone?
what? Do you know what actually happened to him?
He got fat.
He basically, his I think his father died. He went back to Brazil and he actually joined the gang. But he had the potential to have nearly R9's talent, but with both feet.
Yeah, he
Both
was good.
feet. He was
very
a
talented.
talented player. Very underrated.
Question.
No,
Who
wait,
is one player?
And he was big as well.
Who is one player from FIFA that balled out for you, but they were a fraud in real life?
Oof, this
I've
is
had quite a few.
I'd bought the whole.
We should do FIFA frauds. We should do a show, FIFA frauds.
But I got a question for Chelsea fans here. Was Mateo Kesman like just a missed talent? You know,
Ask Andrew and then
yeah.
Okay.
Watson
So
Kesman.
Mattia Kesman, like all Dutch strikers when they come to the Premier League, brilliant, banging it in, best goal scorer in Europe, something like that. Kesman unfortunately was also a victim of Jose Mourinho, who very rarely likes to play his second choice striker. Very rarely likes to play them. He was gone after. He wasn't given. For me, he wasn't given a fair shake. He scored some crucial goals. He scored in the League Cup final.
Yeah.
The League Cup final for us. It was crucial, Jim. It was crucial.
He never looked comfortable.
No. That's what I mean. But that's what I mean. But the thing is, everyone's
Tiny vibes.
Indiana's seen this probably. You've seen it, Jim. Jose Mourinho does not hardly plays his second choice striker. He hardly plays him at all. You know what I mean? So
the worst strikers in that we've
especially if it's Martial.
Jim, you remember? Look at the first season. Drogba was injured, right for most of the season. Yeah. Who did he play up front? And he was right to Idager Johnson. Very underrated player, Idager Johnson as well. That he played him. He was more.
Agreed.
He was more focused on him. So you know.
Idager Johnson, the type of player that was very comfortable on the ball, but he could also finish lovely. Like he was so calm.
If you remember, he ended up dropping him in midfield late in that season. That's how comfortable he was.
Okay,
Idager Johnson though went to third place. When he went to Barcelona and he scored that goal against us, he celebrated like.
I got before you guys, okay? I'll start with United fan Indiana first. From 98 to say 03 dominant reign, who was the most underappreciated player in that team?
From where?
98 to 03
for United.
Looking back now,
Would you say Nicky Butt?
when you talk about players, Nicky Butt's definitely in there. Yeah, I think he was because he was crucial to rotation. I think Phil Neville, he was crucial to rotation because he played a lot of positions. Solskjaer was critical. People think he only played up front. He was pretty much Mason Greenwood. He played out wide.
Yeah.
He started more games than he started more games than he actually did play games where he came on as a sub, if that makes sense. But I think the most underrated player Manchester United was Roy Keane. I think everybody talks about Paul Scholes. He talk about David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Dwight York, Andrew Cole, Teddy Sheringham, Scholes. I just think Roy Keane doesn't get as much of a mention as what he should, being that he was pivotal to them winning a treble. That he was the guy.
The semi against Juventus. Yeah.
I don't know if he was turned on or not, but he was very good in that game.
I'm gonna go to Chelsea. I'm gonna go to Andrew and Jem's generation, which is I say 03 to 07. So who would you say didn't get any credit at all, but was so crucial to that Chelsea team? So who would you say? Who would you put in that?
Underrated player. Yeah.
I think
Thiago?
I said him a minute ago. I think it's Johnson doesn't get enough credit.
Very good Johnson.
Doesn't get enough credit during that time.
We signed a player from Portugal called Thiago, and we had some very good midfielders, but he was the one that was on the lower end, and no one really expected more from him. But when he was on the pitch, he adapted to whoever he was playing it to. He adapted to so well, and he covered the grass. He was a typical Portuguese player. Picked the ball up. He could spread the ball. He scored that great goal against Roy Carroll at Man United where he hit 35 yards into the top corner. I don't know if you remember that out of the blue. So it was a screamer.
Ramirez, actually. I rated Ramirez. I liked him.
Keep picking at the new camp.
For me, it was also, it might surprise people, but I think Damien Duff wasn't appreciated enough during that time.
Can we forget?
03 to 07.
That's true.
Especially that when he first came to us. I mean, I remember specific. Huh?
Joe Cole as well, because he was
Joe Cole, but I think Damien Duff goes under even Joe Cole, I think. So
loads of hype around him.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
There was loads of hype around Joe Cole. Loads.
But Damien Duff, I mean, that one goal in particular in Champions League where he just walked through the Lazio defense and just
Yeah.
scored a goal. I mean, he was pretty vital for
Remember
us. I
we
think.
signed Win-Server? Do you remember we signed Yuri Yarashik? Remember that? Remember that?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
mate.
yeah.
I can't have Arsenal because I've dropped the most banterous, mediocre eras in 2010 to 14. So
to 14,
yeah,
2021, mate.
Okay, you know,
2021.
it's good. I know Prime Museum. Also, Thomas Rosicky was so underrated. Literally every time this guy would come, it's a shame because he was always injured. Like most of our squad from during that period, injured all the time. Because you know, I was always Arsenal fans. Okay, Joe, I know you don't know, but I was always Arsenal fans from say 2010 to 2015. I said if we never got injuries, we could have won a title this year, or we could have got make up.
What season? Wait, what season? What season?
From 2010 to 2015, I was one of these Arsenal fans.
No, you know, because Man City had just awoken.
From 2010 to 2015.
Because I remember we lost the League Cup final to Birmingham. I said, it's okay. We're still going to win the Premier League. So there's no worries. We fell apart.
Wait, Samuel, you don't. What? Actually, you might not have to bait it out, but you were quite young back then as well. So
Yeah, I know. And also,
that was delusional.
I told you, he's watching Rams VHSs, man. That's what's going on.
Samuel, who's the person who told you to support Arsenal?
It's like Rams.
Myself.
Who's the person?
My dad is an Arsenal fan, but
I'm getting your dad charged. I'm getting your dad charged, right?
Yeah.
For the abuse you've had to suffer for the last 11 years, right?
You know what, I love it.
Your dad's a disgrace. A disgrace.
I hope he gets relegated.
Oh my god! Listen, I love it. I love it. I want to be an Arsenal fan. I love it. I enjoy being an Arsenal fan.
You enjoy the FA Cups. That's what you enjoy.
Yeah, I love the emotions.
Good. Keep it.
The
I'd won
top
it.
fours in the FA Cup.
You can have it.
You know, must have been great.
Wait.
Will.
Put the hash comments, Prime. Put that comment up. Have you seen it?
Jesus, that's started.
You're
That's
about
not true.
You're about 13 then, weren't you?
2010.
Oh, you're about 3.
What am I talking about?
Wait,
You're about
3.
6.
6.
I'm talking about 13.
Samuel, when you were getting brought up by your dad, was he? And he obviously you supported Arsenal, and he used to tell you the great stories of Arsenal. Like, did he used to sit you down and go 10 years ago, 12?
No, because in 08 or 09, in that time, we were competitive. So I was like, Arsenal,
During the war?
No.
Back in the day.
Samuel,
No, Papa. This is the reason I support Arsenal is because I said this club can't be bantered because we won. We've gone
Is it Uncle Albert? I can imagine an Uncle Albert conversation, man.
Wait, Samuel, you were born before the Invincible, so you can't say this club went invincible.
No, I know, but I'm saying this club.
That's what I'm saying. I can imagine him sitting on his dad's knee, like.
Tell me about the Invincibles, Dad.
Used to be like, tell me about World War II.
No.
Yeah, during the war, 1940.
Tell me about the great times.
No, in the 2010s, I said this club can't be bad because we're consistently finishing the top 4. We're doing good for ourselves. So I said, no one can banter us. But as I got older, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? Thinking that
Did you secretly, Samuel? Did you secretly when you like? Oh yeah, that team in red. And then, they're top of the league, they're winning championships. That's who you want me to support. And then your dad brings out an Arsenal shirt. And then your childhood sinks.
You know what? No. As a kid, you know what my favorite players were? Van Persie, Nasri, and Fabregas. Those are my favorite players.
Wait, hold on. That's quite funny because Van Persie, you gave a guard of honor to. Nasri won multiple Premier Leagues. Fabregas has won 2 Premier Leagues.
Not for your team,
For different clubs.
Samuel, you said 08-09. Where did Arsenal finish that season?
No, we got to Champions League semi-final, but I'm not gonna answer the rest. I'll finish.
You finished 4th.
Listen, people, let's wrap up because I'm actually quite sick. So I want to go. I know everyone else is tired. Everyone's been streaming, doing stuff. It's a late night. Thank you, everyone in the chat, everyone for smashing the like button, subscribing. Remember to go over to Sunday stream. Go over to that right now. Smash a like on there, turn the notifications on, and get your questions in for me and Jem to ask Terry. But thanks for tuning in. Next week's either going to be a FIFA special, so frauds, so players that are incredible on FIFA but terrible in real life, or we'll do a Liverpool one. We'll talk it through as a group. We'll do that. But thanks for tuning in, people. And
wait, hold on. Wait, stop. Don't end it. You know that we did a Liverpool one a month ago. Indiana doesn't want us to talk Man United because if we do, he'll cry. And
we can do Man United. We can do Man United. We'll do Man United.
For Arsenal, I'm all in.
No, we do Arsenal every week, man.
We just did Arsenal now.
We do a Man United
Liverpool.
We do a Man United stream every week. You're always crying about Fred. Ooh,
Hey, Fred's so good,
Fred's
man.
not good.
But yeah, we'll do Man United. We'll do that.
Now he's been challenged.
Let's do that.
Do Man United
I put Nani on tonight. What are you talking about? I put Nani on tonight.
Put Rooney on. Come on.
I literally picked a Man United player.
You could have picked a bigger one like Rooney. Rooney was a forward. Paul Scholes was a forward. Ryan Giggs was a forward. You could have chosen that.
Samuel, please. Sam, you gotta pick your battles, man.
Anyway, Samuel's very tired. He needs to go to bed. Thanks for tuning in, people. Catch you tomorrow. We'll do a stream tomorrow.